Chapter 1. Patrolling. I knew this cafeteria was trouble the minute the Cyclops stopped me.
"What's your number?"
she asked. I don't have a number, I said, gripping my tray so hard my fingers turned into little white sausages. She blinked her one good eye at me, big, brown, and staring directly into my soul. The other eye drifted off towards the ceiling like it had better things to do.
"Everyone has a number,"
she growled.
"If you don't eat."
My stomach dropped. Not eat? On my first day? "He's new!" someone yelled from behind the counter. The Cyclops huffed, studying me from head to toe, like she was checking for hidden lies on my shirt. Finally, she nodded.
"You knew?"
she asked. I nodded so fast my head almost popped off.
"Well, tomorrow you better have a number,"
she said, leaning in.
"Or it's peanut butter and jelly for you."
Yikes! My sweat dried instantly. I escaped the food line and stepped into the cafeteria, if you could call it that. Every school I've ever gone to had one of these, and none of them were safe. It's where popularity rises or crashes. It's where rumors start, whether they're true or not. It's where you either sit with friends or sit alone, which is basically social doom. But this cafeteria, this one was different. No one was talking, not a whisper, not a mumble. Kids walked like zombies carrying trays. Every student's eyes held the same expression. Fear. Absolute fear. And that's when I knew I had just arrived at the most dangerous cafeteria in America. Hi, I'm Chris Thibodeau, 6th grader, military kid. This is my 4th school. My dad's a Marine, and he always says, a Marine must be ready for any battle. Well, Dad, today I'm patrolling the cafeteria. Patrolling means watching for danger, and with the Cyclops running the cash register, danger was everywhere. Usually my little brother and sister are at school with me, which is comforting, even if they're annoying. But now that I'm in the 6th grade, I'm on my own. No backup troops, no reinforcements, just me. At my last school in California, the worst thing that happened was getting into a food fight. I didn't start it, but I definitely finished it. A kid pitched his ham sandwich right into my face like it was the bottom of the 9th inning. One thing led to another, and the whole cafeteria ended up decorated with mashed potatoes, peas, and fish sticks. It was epic. Disgusting, but epic. This cafeteria, though, nobody would dare throw food here. They'd probably get hauled off by the cafeteria police. Just then, a voice blasted through a bullhorn.
"Hey, son, why are you standing? You should be heading to your table."
Every head in the cafeteria snapped towards me. Hundreds of eyes, staring, waiting for me to mess up. I swallowed hard. I'm supposed to sit at table 9, but I don't know where that is. The man lowered his bullhorn. He was tall, stern, and looked like he ironed his suit with his bare hands.
"Who's your teacher?"
he asked. Mrs. Kennedy? He squinted at me like he was a human lie detector, then pointed.
"Table 9 is over there. You have 10 minutes left. Move."
10 minutes? I hadn't even eaten yet. I hurried towards the table. A few faces looked familiar from class, which meant at least I wasn't walking into enemy territory, except for one thing. The only empty seat was next to Dallas Miles. Trouble magnet. The kid who broke 50 rules before lunch and still somehow got another chance. Of course I had to sit next to him. The second I pulled my chair out, the screech echoed across the cafeteria like I'd dragged a giant metal sword across the floor. Everyone stared. Again. I sat down quietly and placed my tray on the table, praying no one would notice I existed. "You gonna eat your bread?" Dallas whispered. I wanted my bread, bad, but I wanted less attention. So I shook my head no. He reached for it, but a girl with purple glasses pointed a finger at me. "You can't give him that," she announced with clenched teeth.
"Shut up, Dream,"
Dallas hissed. "He doesn't know the rules, and you're gonna get him in trouble," she said, chomping on a fake-looking chicken nugget. Rules? I whispered. About bread? We can't share food. It's against the rules. What kind of place is this? Before I could decide what to do, Dallas snatched the bread from my hand and took a huge bite.
Mr. Dallas Miles,
The bullhorn man marched towards us like he'd been waiting for this moment.
you are not to take other people's food. You know that. 5 minutes on the stage.
Dallas groaned, sliding out of his seat. He placed the soggy bitten bread back on my tray. Gross! And stumped towards the stage, a raised platform at the front of the cafeteria where rule breakers had to stand in silence. No chair, no table, just shame. I watched Dallas stand up there, balancing his yellow tray with one hand, eating with the other. It was like watching a prisoner try to eat during yard time. What kind of battleground is this? I whispered. The girl with purple glasses shrugged. You better eat. It's almost time to go. I shoveled food into my mouth as fast as possible. The whole time, I kept looking at Dallas, standing alone on the stage with everyone staring at him. One thing was for sure. If I wanted to survive this school, I needed to avoid that stage at all costs. And maybe, just maybe, I needed an ally. But Dallas Miles? Yeah, probably not him.